Business Bites. Go further and grow stronger with InvestNI. Join local businesses generating billions exporting to Europe. Check your export readiness with InvestNI's free online export health check. Business Bites with InvestNI.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Business Bites. This week it's with great pleasure that we welcome the head of commercial Ulster Rugby. It is Keith Shorten. Keith, welcome to Business Bites.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here.
Very impressed by the background there. And obviously, I mean, to me, I think you must have one of the dream jobs in Northern Ireland.
Dream jobs, yeah, certainly. I'm very privileged to be here. I think it's probably one of the busiest jobs as well. Which is a great sign for everything that's going on at Ulster Rugby. But certainly it's a privilege to hold such a position in such an important club. Very aware that I'm here to do my bit and to push the club on in any ways that I can. But there was Ulster Rugby before me and Ulster Rugby after me, so it's important that I'm here. I do my best, and we move the club onto the next level.
So as head of commercial, Keith, what exactly are your responsibilities with Ulster Rugby?
So my responsibility across the whole of the game, the whole of our domestic game across Ulster Rugby. So the youth pathways, the women's game, the domestic games, and of course our professional team, the Friday night lights here at Kingspan Stadium. So anything that really drives revenue across any of those lines sits within my my pillar within the club. And of course, the importance of driving those revenues, increasing those revenues for success on the pitch and off the pitch.
And I think we've seen over the years that the love for the game has grown, and I'm sure you're finding that those who are attending and those figures increase every year, don't they?
Yes, certainly. And it's not just the professional game, it's increasing across the whole network of Ulster Rugby. So the domestic finals, the domestic game, the Schools Cup, the Danske Schools Cup, the women's, there's so much growth in rugby as a whole across the whole Ireland, and particularly within Ulster, something we're very proud of and something which is very important for my role in the Ulster Rugby as a whole.
And obviously very much a community feel, very much a family event now. We're seeing the growth of many families coming together for matches.
Certainly. Things like the Abbey Auto Line family stand that we have at the Kingspan Stadium, very important to us. We price it accordingly to ensure that it is a favourable price point for families. We encourage families with regard to sponsorship activations. We do everything we can to try and bring more females, more family into the game, and really to make it open to everything. One of the special things about Ulster Rugby is that we are open to all. We're very welcoming, and it's a game for everybody.
I've never been, so I'm going to take you up on that and definitely explore that. You mentioned the stadium there, of course. That is the centerpiece of everything, and a lot of investment has gone into the stadium in recent years.
Yes, one of the special things of Ulster Rugby is that it's continuously investing. We're very fortunate and very proud of the fact that we have one of the best, most modern stadiums in the whole of Europe. There's been a lot of work that's been done with our long-standing partner relationships, such as Kingspan, Bank of Ireland, to put funds back into the club to help build up. One of the recent investments has been, of course, the pitch. So last year we lay a new pitch, artificial pitch, which has been great. I'm looking out on the pitch now. I can see the development squads are training on the pitch. The professional teams train on the pitch. And ultimately, the plan is, how can we commercialize that pitch more? Can we have concerts? Can we have family events? Can we have corporate giving back days? Can we have, the list is really endless. But importantly for the team, it gives them somewhere that they can train, that they can play, and that's invaluable. And going forward, I think for all of the youth teams having the opportunity in the domestic finals and the Women's Six Nations, for example, and the Irish Wolfhounds who played here on Saturday, it really is opening the pitch and the stadium up for a far wider audience.
And obviously, lots of commercial opportunities also for businesses here in Northern Ireland. Particularly one that comes to mind is the new naming rights partner opportunity.
Yes, so from the 25-26 season, we are going to market looking at the stadium naming right opportunity. So that'll be the brand stadium, and then also the front of shirt. So two incredibly valuable rights, and the exposure that you get from ownership of those rights at Ulster Rugby is, it's incredible. Particularly, I mean, there's nothing else in Northern Ireland that really compares. Whether it's our almost 200,000 live attendance, sort of ticketed attendees within Kingspan Stadium, or whether it's the 600,000 plus marketing database that we have. We're an incredibly engaged club, and again, through the association with whatever that brand or brands may be, we'll be able to share in that exposure, and of course ultimately elevate the experience for our fan base, because success off the pitch very much links into success on the pitch, and ultimately that's all we want.
There's going to be a lot of competition for that, Keith, I'm sure. Let's talk about the business club.
Yeah, so this is an example of, again, just continuous improvement within Ulster Rugby. So next year we're looking at launching a sort of hospitality business club, which will be focused around game and also non-game day events, to really give a platform for some of the great corporates that we work with, and some of those that we would hope to work with going on in the future. So it's really bringing the leadership and the innovative thinkers across Ulster, and providing another mechanism for them to meet like individuals, and also to really help drive on Ulster Rugby as well. So that's something to look out for in the next few months.
Absolutely. And another thing I want to talk to you about also is the Ulster Rugby Foundation.
Yes, this is something that's incredibly important to us, and again, something that we are in the stages of soft launching at the moment. So this is going to be a foundation for the domestic, basically everything apart from the professional games, so the grassroots, the domestic games. What we can do using the Ulster Rugby brand, using our professional players to as a charitable function to try to put more money back into the game, because rugby, I mean, it's great being here on a Friday night or Saturday night when you have some of the best players in the world coming to Kingspan, and some of the best players in Ireland playing on the pitch. But ultimately, rugby is a game for everybody, and we want to encourage that and to develop that across the whole of Ulster.
Absolutely. Well, it looks like hopefully the future of Ulster Rugby is pretty safe. Lots and lots going on, lots to look forward to, and lots for you, Keith, as the new head of commercial, I suppose, to get your teeth stuck into. I'm going to have to go to a match now that I've spoken to you, aren't I?
You're very, very welcome to come to the match. I would love to I'll bring you here as our guest.
And just finally, Keith, obviously, the commercial opportunities that we've spoken about are open to all businesses, and I'm sure you would be very amenable for them to get in contact with you.
Incredibly so. I mean, we're very fortunate as the biggest rights holder in Ulster that we can design packages to meet the needs of all corporates. It's not only front of shirt and naming rights. We can do things across all levels. What is incredibly important to us is that we deliver for the partner and also for Ulster Rugby. So please reach out. I'd love to have a conversation, whether it's hospitality, whether it's sponsorship, or whether it's another commercial discussion opportunity. And anything that helps move Ulster Rugby forward is good for the club and is good for Ulster and rugby throughout.
Absolutely. Well, the very best for 2024 for Ulster Rugby. Keith, it's been great having you. Keith Shorten, Head of Commercial for Ulster Rugby. Thank you for watching.
Thank you.
Business Bites. Go further and grow stronger with Invest NI. Join local businesses generating billions, exporting to Europe. Check your export readiness with Invest NI's free online export health check. Business Bites with Invest NI.